Perfect. We are recording. And Jorge, let me introduce you to Miss Marvia and her team. They are from Archimedes team, and I love their passion and what they want to do. My English is a little limited, but I have the perfect person to share with you guys all what we are going to be doing in this amazing opportunity.
Well, thank you very much, Claudia. It's always a pleasure to be around you, and it is always a pleasure to support you from corporate. My name is Jorge Reyes, as you mentioned, and I'm the Vice President of Leadership Development and Expansion for Vital Health Global. And it is also my pleasure to be meeting with you all this evening. I'll keep it this. How you doing, brother? Good, good, awesome. So who's on the line right now? I know you said Marvia. Is that how to say? Is that how you pronounce it?
Marvia, now Gio has joined, and Gioenangi, Rhonda, and I don't know who iPhone phones are. So we have Harold that I don't know him yet. But Gio and Marvia, they joined with the platinum package, and they are ready to bring this amazing opportunity to everybody and help, to impact lives together.
Awesome, awesome. Well, to start off with, I will kindly ask everyone to open their video, their camera, so I can meet you. I would hate for me to be walking down the street and you actually recognize me, but I have no idea who you are. So if you can be kind enough, just for a few minutes, if even to turn on your cameras, I would love to meet you all and see your faces. I love to see faces. I don't like to see iPhone or
Bobby,
what is
I'm
it?
I'm about to go, baby.
Oh, okay. So anyway, I see
Sorry.
there's Marvia, Harold, Rhonda, Janice, G20. What's your name?
Gregory.
Huh?
Gregory.
Gregory. Do you go by Greg or Gregory?
Gregory. Either one. It don't matter.
Either one? All right, Greg. And we have Janice and iPhone 678 something. Well, I want to be very respectful of your time, and it's a pleasure to get. It's a pleasure to know you. I've heard a lot about you guys. I've heard a lot about who you are and the mission that you want to accomplish, and it aligns very well with our mission. And so I'll give you a little bit of context of who we are and why is it that you guys are in a safe place. The one of the founders of the company, his name is he's an MD, Dr. Tony Rodriguez. He always mentions that we are the Genesis. And Genesis typically is used for something that is starting. And even though the industry has already started, we believe that we're the Genesis because we're different in many ways. And I'll try to do my best to explain to you all why we're different. Um, Vital Health Global was born out of two people's dreams. They call themselves crazy, loco en la cabeza, because they had a dream to help people. And about 3 years ago, in a table inside of a restaurant of Dennis, they sat down Dr. Tony and Mr. Reynoso, and they started talking about a possible venture together. Now, Tony, his background is medicine, specifically speaking with nature. And Mr. Reynoso, his background is 100% in network marketing, and he used to be in a company whose compensation plan is probably one of the most difficult in the industry. And even though it's one of those comp plans, he was able to climb up the ladder and ranked up to the highest rank the company offers at a very young age. So he broke all records. I had the opportunity to work with him from the corporate side of things. And later on in life, I actually jumped the fence and I went to the greener side and I actually built the business with him. So he, besides knowing him as in the beginning, I was probably his mentor. I worked with his team. Later, he became my mentor and became my friend. And I consider him as part of my family, just like Tony. And they started the company about 2 years and about 8 months. And what we have been able to accomplish in such a period of time has been tremendous. It has been tremendous. Every single month since we started operations, we have broken our own record. The growth that we're experiencing, it's second to none. And the reason being are four different factors, and I hope that you guys can relate to these factors because those are the factors that to me were critical for me to join forces with Vital Health Global. I wasn't looking for an opportunity to be honest with you. Uh, I actually was retired. I sold a company that I had, and with that, I just basically at 44 years old, I retired, and I stay home dad, and I was loving my life and everything. But last year in November, Alex Reynoso talked to me and told me, "Can you just try your products?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll try your products, but I don't want to do anything with companies and comp plans and any of that stuff." Why? Because I saw a lot of people getting hurt financially, getting hurt because there's companies out there that, yeah, there are good companies out there with great products, but they're super expensive. You spend an arm and a leg to get that product, and that factor uh, doesn't allow the normal person, the the normal person to actually build the business because it's not sustainable. And so having lived through that experience, I was really hesitant about Vital Health until he showed me the project and until he showed me what he had. And what he had accomplished with Dr. Tony was remarkable. First off, we are a debt-free company. We own everything that we have. We don't finance nothing, not even a penny is financed. Second of all, we own our labs. We have our own research and development center. We have scientists and doctors in our payroll, and they're the ones who work directly under the direction of Tony to come up with formulas and new line of products and whatnot. The technology that we use, and forgive me if I don't know a lot about the subject in regards to the technology, but what we use is nanotechnology, and we mix that with adaptogens. So when the products are taken, they two things are accomplished. One, absorption is super fast, and second of all, because of the quality of our ingredients, and because they're adaptogens, they target the parts of the body that are needed the most. Now, our ingredients, I'll give you a little bit of information on our ingredients so you guys can have peace of mind. 80% of our ingredients are brought from Germany. Why Germany? Because Germany has very strict laws about pesticides and harsh chemicals that hurt the ground. And so because of that, we bring 80% of our ingredients from Germany. 10% of the other 10% come from Mexico, and the other 10% come from Alaska. 10%, the ones that come from Mexico are coffee beans. They come from Veracruz, Mexico. Some of the most and best quality coffee beans that you can find in the world. And along with that, we bring from Alaska or omega-3. Why Alaska? because the fish that we get the omega-3 from has to be from cold, deep waters, so we can get the best quality out there. Typically, companies like Costco and other companies, they get their omega-3 from fish that is close to the coast, and it comes from warm waters. And so there's a lot of stuff inside the omegas, and so it's not the best quality. So having said that, another factor that comes into play with Vital Health in regards to the technology is that we have a medical council, and we have a president, and we have 12 members, and those members, none of them are in our payroll, none of them. Basically, and actually, all of them actually build the business, but we have from MDs to nutritionists to psychologists to experts in Chinese medicine, etc. And they are willing to put their credentials there because they have seen what our products can do. We have thousands of testimonials of people with different conditions. And so, that's why they were chosen to be in the medical council, and they accepted. Now, like I said before, in our industry, in the network marketing arena, there's everything. There's good companies, there's bad companies, there's so-so companies, and just like that, products. There's bad product, there's so-so product, and there's good products as well. The difference is that two things. The companies that offer a good product, typically it takes about 90 days for a person to experience a difference in their health, typically. And two, and most importantly, they're super expensive. I don't know if you guys have any experience in this arena, in the multi-level marketing, network marketing arena, but if you do, I invite you to compare apples to apples. Take any company's start product, take any company's best-selling product, and compare it to ours in pricing. There's nothing. There's no comparison. You can name me any company. There's no comparison. And the reason being is because we are based out of Mexico, Hermosillo, Mexico. That's where our plant, that's where our distribution center, that's where our headquarters are. And the reason it was chosen to be in a state close to the border was because we are able to keep our pricing so low because our overhead is so low. If we would have the company in the US, we would have to pay salaries in US dollars. We will have to pay everything in US dollars. But because we're in Mexico, our overhead is super low compared to the US. And that allows us to get better ingredients, to have super good products at an affordable pricing. And so that's our first factor. Second factor, our comp plan. Our comp plan is made from distributors to distributors. I don't know any company in the multi-level marketing industry whose CEOs started as distributors and they know what it's like to be out there in the field. There might be one or two, and even with that, their comp plans are so complicated, and they give you so many requisites so you guys can get paid. And when I was in the field, when Alex was in the field, when Tony was in the field, and the other two founders were in the field, because we all come from the field, we know what it's like to be in the trenches. We know what it's like to do presentations, overviews, follow-ups, contacts, contact list, presentations, events, etc. We know what it's like to be grinding out there. And because of that, we didn't see fair that a company who's making money out of your hard work will give you bonuses based on, we call them locks, we call them breakaways. And so because of that, we decided to come up with a comp plan. And actually, Alex Reynoso, he is the mastermind behind the comp plan. And so he made a comp plan that is not only aggressive, it's fair, and it pays very well. invite you that if you are experienced in the network marketing arena, I invite you to compare a comp plan with any comp plan that you know, and I can guarantee you that every single time we're gonna come on top. Why? Because our comp plan is based solely on volume. You don't have to. Our comp plan is a hybrid between binary and a unilevel, and because of that, uh, we are able to offer many different bonuses or card bonus. It starts at 10,000 points in volume. And in other companies, it's 35, 20,000, etc. When I built my business, only 3 people in my team were able to get bonus cards. And that was myself and 2 more. That was it. Here we have probably we're hitting thousands of card bonuses already. Why? Because it is available. It's not that hard. 10,000 points in volume, and it's not like you're gonna have to have in your strong leg, you're gonna have like other companies, you're gonna have a 2 diamonds, and then in your weak leg, you're gonna have to have 3 bronzes and 2 silvers. And on top of that, you're gonna have to take an airplane to Japan, come back, and if that doesn't work, then you don't get paid. No, it doesn't work that way. It's based only on volume. Whatever volume that you can achieve with your team in a month, it's paid out to you, and that is pretty remarkable. We have a bonus that is it's a I haven't heard of a bonus like this in the industry, which is called the influencer bonus. The influencer bonus allows you to get your products at an 80% discount. Yes, I don't see any excitement. 80% discount. We only charge what we invest in the product, and that's how we sell it to you. Imagine, just imagine a product that is going to cost you only $6, $6 US, and you're going to be able to resell it for $60. That difference goes into your pocket. We sell you the product for $6 because we don't want to pay, we don't want to make money on it. We want to put that money on your pocket. That's a bonus that doesn't exist in the industry. We are the first one. We're the pioneers of this bonus. Okay, so we can further discuss how do you open the doors to that bonus, but it's very simple. As long as you get 200 PV on a personal purchase, then you open the bonus, and then the next 200 PV that you get, you're gonna get the influencer bonus pricing, which is $5 to $6 per product, and you're gonna sell it or resell it for 50, 60, $70, and the difference is yours. We have a lot of leaders in the U.S. and in Mexico that they're doing 5, 6, 7 times the influencer bonus, and they're making tons of money, and not only that, but they're helping tons of people with different conditions. So that's the second one. The third factor, the field leadership. I have a lot of respect for field leadership. Why? Because our philosophy is we're a family. Yeah, they're different teams, of course, but we are family. We're here to help each other. It's not like, oh, I'm from this team, I don't help you because you're not part of my team. We don't do that. We are a big family. We are believers. I don't know if you guys are believers or not, but we are believers. And every morning we kneel down and we pray to our God. And some people call them universe, some people call them nature, some people call them Buddha and whatever. We call them God. And we know that everything happens because of him and through him. And I'm going to be very honest with you, though. That's the reason we're being so successful. That is the reason why we're touching so many lives. That's the reason why we're breaking records in the industry. We're #1 already in Mexico. We're the #1 in sales, multi-level marketing company in Mexico. And we are going to be, in less than 3 years, we're going to be in the top 100 companies in the world. And that's in less than 3 years. Our company, when I started, Tony and Alex, they gave me a responsibility. They said, you're going to be in charge of the leadership development, the growth of the company, and also the expansion, where we're going to go next. But on top of that, we're going to ask you to do something, Jorge. You come from a robust background in corporate. We want to ask you that anything that you see that we need to change, we will change it. We don't want you to talk to us nicely. No, we need you to tell us the truth. We want you to be honest. We want brutal truth with us. And so the first weeks I got into the company, I only observed and I looked and I made my recommendations. And now I pretty much have my I'm involved in pretty much every department: customer service, marketing, shipping, logistics, lab, everything. Why? Because we want to build a strong company. Why? Because we want you to be successful. Why? Because if you're successful, then we're successful. It works both ways. We serve you and you serve us. That's the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Imagine a company that has your best interest, that is not looking to become the most richest or the richest company. No, we're looking to serve the most amount of people. That's why I get so excited, and that's why our leaders are so excited, and that's why there's so much growth, because they get the point. They get the fact that we're here to help, to serve. And so that is the third one. Our field leadership is second to none. We're not perfect. No one is perfect, and we don't expect perfection, but we do expect to give the very best of us all the time, from corporate to our field leaders. And so we are very careful on that. And lastly is the corporate leadership. Those are the four factors that allowed me to make a decision to come on board. When I saw that Tony used to have a clinic, that he had people from all over the world flying into Hermosillo, Mexico, to be seen by him, and he's got thousands of testimonials using his own products. And then he joined forces with Alex Reynoso, who's a legend in the industry, and he came up with the game plan, with the comp plan, with everything for us to have this venture. And then we combine our experience in the arena, and in the network marketing arena, and you have two of the highest ranks of a company used to be named Cayani, and that is Gustavo and Alberto Barreda, some of the top leaders in that company. And you combine that experience with Tony Rodriguez's experience as the strongest diamond business in Cayani, and then Alex Reynoso with the highest rank in the company that he used to work for, and then myself, which I didn't get to the highest rank because it was so dang hard, but I did get to be in the mid ranks. And if we combine all the experience together, basically what I'm trying to say is we think like you guys do. We know what it's like to be in your shoes. And because of that, everything that we do it thinking of you. And that is the reason why we're being so successful. We put him in the first place in our lives. And after him, we put our fellow man. And that is the reason. If I want to be honest with you, that's the reason. The rest is just it comes by his grace, the technology, the resources, the growth, the leaders, people. We're having people joining us from all sorts of ways of life. People with no experience in the industry, and people with 30 years of experience in the industry. People that are known in the industry worldwide. People that have led teams with 50, 60, 100,000 people already. And those people, when they see what we have, when they see our pricing, when they see our price point on the products, when they see our comp plan, it's game over. There's really no competition. Competition exists when you have a product or a service that is similar to another one. Well, let me tell you what happened a couple of months ago. The CEO of a multi-level marketing company out of California, Global Unity, came to us and he's like, guys, I don't know I honestly don't know how you're doing this. I don't get how can you guys pay so much on your comp line and your products? You guys have super high quality. I cannot compete with you guys. People are leaving my company to go to your company left and right. And so I made a decision. We're closing down our doors. We're closing down our doors and we're joining Vital Health Global. And that happened just recently. And that is the first company that is happening. I'm going to tell you something that is not public, but we have two companies, two very successful companies in Mexico already talking to us that they're going to close their doors and they're going to join us. And we have other companies here in the States starting to want to have conversations with us because of what we're doing. So I don't know if I give you a lot of confusion with what I just said, or I gave you peace of mind. My objective was to give you peace of mind. But let me tell you something. Our field leaders, they're not alone. They have our full support. We listen to them. When we need to make a decision, we gather all our diamonds and above. We have a meeting and we ask their suggestions, their thoughts in anything that the direction that the company is going to take. And we'll listen to you all. I'll be honest with you. Late May, there were a few leaders that came to us and they're like, hey, we think that it might be a good idea if we can come up with this kind of product. Well, we're going to be launching that product in about 30 to 60 days. Why? Because we can. Because we have the labs, because we have the scientists, because we have the formulas, because we have access to the best ingredients in the world. And because you guys want it, you guys can have it. That doesn't exist in the industry. That does not exist in the industry. And so those are the reasons why I actually joined forces and became the Vice President of Leadership Development and Expansion for Vital Health. Now, where are we headed? Where are we headed? I'll finish up with that. May, we sold about $2.9 million in sales. May. Last month, we ended up with $5.1 million in sales. We grew by 40%. And already this month, we're going to surpass our sales and we're going to surpass our growth. Our goal for the end of this year was to start to be making about $8 million per month. We're going to surpass that by probably $4 million, that amount. This growth, no one is going to stop it. The only one who can stop it, it's him. That's the only one. So just to give you that for perspective, we just bought a new facility. This facility is going to be ready in about 8 months. And just to give you, again, the perspective, once that facility is done, we're going to be able to sell about $65 million in sales per month. Per month. If we knew that we were not going to get to that point, believe me, we would not have spent that kind of money. But we know where we're going. We know where we want to be. And right now is the perfect time to join forces and start working shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, and just work together. This community is going to grow so fast. And right now, we're not even started yet. We're just starting. We're just starting right now. A lot of people don't even know what Vital Health is. But there's going to be a time very soon when you're going to be able to say, hey, let me talk to you about this project. It's called Vital Health. Oh, you mean Vital Health? I'm already there. I'm already a gold or a silver or a platinum. And that's going to happen. So the people that actually join forces with us today, right now, are going to be able to be the leaders that are going to be the foundation for next year. And next year is going to be amazing. We already have events. We just had our first kickoff. We called it the Las Vegas kickoff, which was the official launch of the company in the US market. And that just happened. That just happened last weekend. So the field is ready for you guys. It's ready. It's for you to take over and be the first ones to be part of this leadership that will experience a tremendous growth in the next 2 or 3 years. Let me tell you this, and I'll end up with this. 5 years from now, Claudia, Archimedes, they're going to be some of our top leaders. They're going to be leaders that that have helped thousands and thousands of people, and they're going to be able to live a life that they never imagined. Never imagined. And believe me, I know, for example, Claudia, she's already been in the top leadership in other companies. Well, the type of life that it's awaiting her, it's not even imaginable. It's not even. So, anyways, I hope that this helped a little bit. If you have any question that I can answer for you right now, I don't have a lot of time because I have to jump. It's month end, so I'm in several Zoom calls tonight. I've been in Zoom calls all day yesterday. It started at 7:30 in the morning, ended up my last Zoom call at 11:30 at night. Um, and that has been the scenario for the last 2, 3 days. So it's month end, so I don't have a lot of time. But if you guys have any questions whatsoever,
I
I'm
and thank you so much for that introduction. I wanted to find out, you saying, I know the company name is Vital Health, and I heard you say that another company has formed with this company. Uh, with Vital Health, this is the first um, out the gate, right? I mean, you all started when?
We started in February 2nd of 2022.
Okay, February 2nd, 2022. Okay. Talk to me about Dr. Rodriguez. Now, you were saying what's his affiliation with this company?
He's one of the founders, and right now we have two CEOs, two chief executive officers. One of them is Dr. Tony Rodriguez, and the other one is Mr. Alex Reynoso. Tony Rodriguez' responsibility, besides being a CEO, he's in charge of all our formulation. He's in charge of all the design of the line of products that we have. By the way, very soon, probably within the next 30 to 60 days, we're gonna be the first company that will sell children. It's a line of products for children, and it's the first company that is going to provide neuronutrition products for children.
Okay. And now do you know the background of Dr. Rodriguez?
I do. I don't know it by memory, but I do.
Okay. All right. So, but he's been around a while. And now you were saying that is he a formulator?
He's our master formulator. He just recently finished a master in.
Okay, but he played a role in I guess with people that were challenged, I guess with cancer, helping, with the products. That's what I
100%, 100%.
Can you speak to me about that very quickly? I mean, his role in terms of what he's done, and if he's people going down to Mexico getting.
When he had his clinic, which he still has, but he doesn't really have a lot of time. He's very the time that he invests in the companies is it's a lot. So he sees patients from time to time. But when he had his clinic, his background in nature and his background allowed him to make formulas of products using nature. And with those products, he was able to help people from all over the world with different conditions, one of them being cancer, Parkinson, ADHD, strokes, heart problems, cholesterol, diabetes.
What about one with Lou Gehrig's?
With what, excuse me?
Lou Gehrig's.
I'm pretty sure he had a couple of cases on that as well.
Mm-hmm. So now these products that we're using now, are these some of the same products that he used, or is this
That's basically what he did. He took the line of products that he had already made and he just went explosive with them. And on top of that, he added way more. I believe he had probably like between 8 to 10 products, and now our line of products is, correct me if I'm wrong, Claudia, but it's about what is it, like 27, something around those lines?
Yes. Excuse me. What I was answering a question and
Oh.
I
No, if you know the number of products that we have currently.
Here in the United States, we have around 20 with
20,
the
right?
two new that they were launched in the Las Vegas convention. But in Mexico is I think around 27.
Yeah.
So now,
And
do you have any? Thank you so much, Claudia. What products? I'm really interested in that because I do have some clients that are challenged right now with cancer, especially lymphoma cancer, blood cancer.
Mhm.
What products would you recommend that we start someone off with?
Yes, the protocol for cancer, what the doctor suggests is detox the whole organs, liver, kidneys, and the intestines, and glutathione, because the glutathione has the help to eliminate all the free radicals and the heavy metals, and then we also integrate with omegas and vinitro. So that is the protocol pretty much that we use with the cancer on the
Okay.
pretty much. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
what we can do, Claudia, is if they would like to, we can have a Zoom
Mm-hmm.
meeting with the president of the medical council with Dr. Rincon.
Mm-hmm.
He's bilingual and he's qualified. He's an MD. He's got a master's degree in emergency medicine, and he just finished another master's in, I can't remember what is it. He's very well qualified, and his credentials are second to none.
That
And
would be absolutely wonderful. I have
yeah,
a wellness center here in Atlanta. Uh,
uh-huh,
uh, I'm definitely interested in carrying the products in the center
yeah,
and
for sure.
make sure that that the products are clean and
Yeah,
they're
absolutely.
and that if they do what they say or what I'm hearing you all say they would do.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We can certainly have that meeting. Claudia, talk to them and see
Mm-hmm.
what works for them next week. And I'll be in charge to getting Dr. Rincon into the Zoom. And he's an open book. We can ask him anything. And well, he's a doctor, he's an MD. So he's got credentials that support him and he knows the products very, very well. And so he can actually come up with different protocols for any kind of condition that
Mm-hmm.
you can ask him. So absolutely, we can certainly do that.
Okay.
And he's one of a kind. He is amazing. Has a heart huge as him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So now how long have you all been here in the States?
We started operations as a soft launch last November, and the official launch was last weekend.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Sounds great. Thank you so much
Of
for.
course, of course.
Oh, one other thing I wanted to find out in reference to the scan itself. How often do you recommend scanning someone after they start the product? Um, and what else was there? Yeah, I guess it's pretty simple to do the scan. And is there a big difference between the new scan and the old scanner?
So, right. So what I would do if at all possible, and just so people or yourself can feel comfortable using the scanner, is I would definitely do lab work, urine and blood samples, and do a full spectrum of it. And once you get the results, do the scan yourself and compare the results. You're gonna be amazed. 45 organs in your body, and our effectiveness in the scanner is about 92 to 95%. And so once you get scanned, the scanner is going to give you the results of anything that it encountered, and it's going to suggest with our proprietary software, it's going to suggest what kind of product or products you need for that condition. And so that's what I would do. As far as how many times you can scan yourself, I would probably do scan myself and then start taking the products and probably scan myself anywhere between 30 to 60 to 90 days. and then you can see the results.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you. I'm really pleased to see the price point of these products being so reasonable.
Oh, absolutely. That's one of the reasons why we're growing so fast, because people see results on a product that they're not spending an arm and a leg to get them. That has been key for us to grow as we're growing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you.
Of course. All right.
But thank you so much. I have just one tiny question. I know your time is limited, but I see Dr. Mackenzie on the line, and I know that's Jamaica. I have several links in Jamaica, but he would be the most influential. He is an orthodontist, and he has very much a big influence in the Jamaican market. So how easy would it be to get those products to Jamaica? Is it going to come from Mexico to him, or would it be I have to ship it to him? Like, how difficult would it be?
So the answer to that would be, are we going to open Jamaica in the future? Probably. When I couldn't tell you at this point, but what I can tell you is that once you get the products, they're your products, and you can pretty much do anything you want. We have people that ship the products to Europe. We have people that are shipping products to South America, in the Caribbean. We're already in Puerto Rico. So that may be a route because of Jamaica's in the Caribbean, but we're open in Puerto Rico, and so I know that there's products in Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Canada, Colombia, Peru, Chile, Argentina,
Venezuela.
Venezuela, Australia. So once you have the product, I mean, it's for you to. I mean, we're not going to stop you from shipping it elsewhere, you know. Nevertheless, that doesn't mean that we have operations in those countries. When we have operations in those countries, we're going to come in full force, and we're going to offer our comp plan, everything. We're going to come full force when we open those markets. And so, yeah. So if you want to get products to Jamaica, once you get the products from us, I mean, it's fair game for you to ship it anywhere you want.
Okay, that's great. But when you go to, how do you open a country? Who do you dialogue with? So I'm just saying, if and when you are considering Jamaica, I know he's there. I know he's super influential in the orthodontic section and advising on some medical stuff. So who do we have conversation with in the future to open Jamaica?
I'm right here.
Ah, I knew that.
I'm here at your service.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so very
Absolutely.
much for coming on today as well.
Well, I want to thank every one of you, everyone, Dr. Mackenzie, Marvia, Archimedes, Claudia, thanks for the invitation.
Thank you, Jorge.
Lisa, Marcus, Greg, everyone, thank you very much for your time. I got to run, but again, let me just say this to end up with. It was not a coincidence that we actually met today. It was not a coincidence. We needed to meet each other today for whatever reason we did, and I'm happy for it. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Mr.
thank you.
Jorge.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.